Getting ready for that. There are a little bit of everything. I mean, there's fantasy books and there's mangas over there. A little bit of everything. I mean, Pet Shop of Horrors or Little Pet Shop of Horrors is one of my favorites. Although I don't seem to remember the name right now, but it is a long time ago since I last read it. After all.
Right on. I like, I'm more of a, I think it's called like seinen or shonen type of,
For boys?
yeah, boy stuff. I like Berserk and Claymore. Those are two of my favorites. I like the darker, like more adult themed stuff.
All right, I gotta host you too. There we go.
Yeah, host. Okay, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. So I just want to say thanks for on short notice, like putting everything together on your end so you can be here for this and agreeing to doing the interview, even though it's a little nervous.
No worries.
Yeah. I always get a little nervous myself before each episode, especially when I do these, because like, I don't know, like there's more than just me here. So if anything goes wrong, it's not just me that's you know, screwing up here or part of it. So it's like someone else put time and all that to make everything come together. And if I screw it up, which I did, if you look at episode 2, like the first 10 minutes, the microphone is muted and we like started over. So it's a
wow.
Yeah. So I get kind of nervous. I'm trying to, like I've been preparing all morning just to make sure everything's just right. And that's why I wanted to do the rehearsal yesterday. And again, appreciate you setting time for that. And you know, we have everything good to go. And hopefully in 3 minutes when we go live, will be no technical difficulties.
Nice.
That's what I'm hoping for.
There we go. One of my sweethearts seems to already have come in.
Yeah. Oh man, I've got some people in my chat over here. Oh, it's one of your people and you.
Yes.
Hello, Cantus Deline. Is that how you say it?
Cantus Deline. That's usually how I say it, but I just say Cantus.
Cantus says I got up specifically for this. That's
nice.
Cool. I'm looking at it. That's why that name's familiar. I reviewing all your videos. Cantus comments like on every video.
Not everyone, but yeah, quite a lot of them.
All of them.
He is also one of the people I rate with in Final Fantasy.
Oh, right on. I played that game a little bit. I really wish it had like a free-to-play option, but I guess it's super popular.
I actually like that it doesn't have a free-to-play option. They usually result in quite a pay-to-win kind of model eventually.
Yeah. And the quality of the game is better because they have all this money that they can put into it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I like it. They put a lot of heart into it.
Oh yeah. Oh man, here we go. We're almost ready. 1 more minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a promotional post. We got 1 minute. Let's do Facebook. That's where I get all the viewers from on my end. Facebook is always so slow when I'm trying to do stuff important, like I'm streaming, and then it just wants to lag hardcore. I think Facebook and OBS don't get along very well.
Really? I wouldn't know how they interact with each other at all, but
I think it's because Facebook uses a ton of resources.
I guess that's true. I mean, I wouldn't be sure. I don't use Facebook a lot.
I'm about to stop. I hate Facebook.
Well, I mean, that's where most of your viewers come from, though, you said.
Well, yeah, when I do like a social post, I get more results from Facebook than Twitter, but I'd rather just focus on like Twitter instead. Okay, here we go. Slowly drag the volume bar on YouTube so it sounds like we're all pro. Should be good to go now. Apologies, everybody. A little bit of technical difficulties. So, welcome to episode 4 of Game Rebellion. I'm Stan Price, your host, and today we have OSSini with us after a little bit of technical difficulties on trying to get the initial show started. Thank you, everybody who were here early for help working with us on that. Sorry. Okay, OSSini, you're in Finland. It's 9 p.m.
Indeed.
Are you usually awake at 9 p.m.?
Yes. Sometimes 6 a.m., sometimes 3 a.m., sometimes I'm even awake at 5 p.m. Who would think?
I heard from a little birdie that you have a reckless sleep schedule.
That I do. It changes almost daily.
That's okay. Let's get right into the questions. And actually, before we do, thank you again for taking the time to be here and do this show with us and be episode 4.
No problem at all.
This is your first interview, right? Never been interviewed before?
Yeah, never.
Okay, well, I'm the one. I am the first to immortalize OSSini on the internet. So we have some interesting questions today. A lot of them are pretty standard. Those of you that have watched the show before are well aware of many of these questions, but we're going to go through and see who OSSini is and what type of wisdom she has to share with all of us.
If any at all.
If any at all. We'll see. We'll have a poll. Okay, so OSSini, tell us about your stream and how your channel got started.
Well, my channel got started sometime long ago in January this year. Not very long ago, in other words, at all. I got started pretty much because Wreck the Kitty, cough cough call out, wanted to see me play Slime Rancher, so I ended up streaming. And I have kept on doing that since then. Yeah.
Just since then?
That's how it got started.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it was, you said around December you started?
No, January.
Or January, excuse me. Yeah, wrong month. Okay. So almost a year now. You're coming up on a year of streaming almost every day? Or whenever?
Well, I wouldn't say that it's that close to a year of streaming when there's still 2 months left, but yeah, I've been enjoying it pretty much. It's a really good distraction from life, that's for sure.
Right on. Well, I've been streaming a couple years now, but I don't know, I guess maybe a year straight. But you've come a long way. You've been streaming for almost a year, 2 months away from it, and you have 1,500 followers. How did you manage that? And because a lot of people stream longer than that, and they can't get past 100. So what's your, how did you do better than everyone else?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't know why I did better than many people, but I do know what people come to me for.
Okay.
Usually they enjoy the more relaxed atmosphere of the stream. They like to come to relax in their day and just feel welcome in the community. That is also a part of it for some people, but it seems to work that I am a rather unreactive streamer, oddly enough.
Okay, and you don't really main anything on Twitch. You are very much a variety streamer. But do you have anything that you fall back to, at least lately? Do you main anything that you fall back to when you can't think of what to play?
Well, yes, I do have a few games that I fall back to. I usually fall back to Slime Rancher, especially if it has any new updates coming up, and Stardew Valley, and sometimes Final Fantasy XIV, although nowadays not so much anymore on stream.
Okay.
I still play it off stream though.
Final Fantasy 14, man. I wish, just to talk about that, I wish they wouldn't call it 14. I wish they would just call it Final Fantasy Online and leave that digit alone. I don't get it. I'm Final Fantasy freak.
Final Fantasy 11 is also online.
I have the same beef with that one too. So this should, yeah. Okay. Let's go. Next question. Now, a lot of people like myself are really interested in how streamers achieve their stream, like what their stream setup is. What is your stream setup? How do you achieve what you do? Like what equipment and what's your method?
Well, I mean, there isn't much to it. I stream from my desktop with a camera, of course. That is kind of noticeable. And I have lights, 2 standing lights on both sides of me because I didn't enjoy looking blue on streams or looking kind of darkened out. So lights have been a good addition for that.
Now you're orange.
Well,
just a little bit.
Or really, really, really white. Either or. Depends on what the settings are.
It's better than blue, that's for sure. Okay, and basic OBS on a desktop PC, 2 lights, webcam, headset. So very simple.
And a video capture card.
And and the capture card, right on. Okay. Oh, because you play on your Wii U for a lot of your retro games. You like to?
Yeah, or on my PS4 sometimes too, or my Switch too. I mean,
yeah, okay.
Any of my consoles. I don't do emulators, so that's why I got a video capture card.
Any particular reason why you don't do emulators?
I just don't really enjoy the idea. I mean, even if I have the game, like for example, I could stream some of the DS games I have through emulators, but it doesn't feel right to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather just capture the thing from the actual console the game is on than through an emulator.
Do you use the what's it called, the save state feature on your Wii U when you play Earthbound or any of your retro games?
No, really. No.
Oh man, I abuse that so bad. I suck at games. I'm really bad at them, so I have to do stuff like that and give me an advantage.
Well, something like Earthbound or Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, you don't really need to, and so I don't really have the games where it would be that punishing that I would need a save state.
Right on. Just really quick, I just want to welcome some of the people in the chat. We have Cantus, Delian, Rack the Kitty. Rack the Kitty, I think OSSini has a total, like, I don't know, internet crush on you because she had nothing but amazing things to say about you during a rehearsal. It probably took about 20 minutes of her just complimenting you. I was like, hey, we're rehearsing here. You know, you can't take 20 minutes to plug one guy. But yeah, Rack the Kitty, a lot of nice things said about you. And Zero the Clown is here. Welcome. I can't see who else is here. I'm having a little difficulty with my chat, but welcome, guys. Thanks for showing up. Next question. So you've been streaming for almost a year, 2 months away. Where do you plan on taking OSSini in the future, and what are your goals with the channel? Like, what are you looking to do?
Well, I mean, I would say I have already pretty much gotten the goals I have wanted. Like, I wanted to create a open atmosphere where people would feel comfortable talking about a little bit of everything and just, you know, feel welcome to be. And it seems like I have pretty much managed to do that so far for at least the people that are there. And I do wish to keep that up for the future as well. But otherwise, as to bigger goals, I don't really have any. I enjoy it as it is right now.
Okay.
Very much.
Do you desire to have your stream be a full-time gig for you that you know, is your way to make a living, or do you plan to keep it a hobby, or if it happens, but you're not gonna, you know, go 100% effort into it, or what are your thoughts on that particular subject?
Well, I mean, it would be awesome if that happened, of course, but the chances of that are pretty low, especially because I'm not really the kind of person that really invites people to, you know, donate or support. So, and I don't see that changing much in the future either. I'm just not super duper reactive to that.
Hey, you know, that's one thing I love about Twitch is not everyone there is trying to be the big winner. You know, some people are just there to create a cool place for people to hang out, like what you're doing, which is totally needed. we need, if everyone was just trying to get to the top on this platform, then I think it wouldn't be as good of a community, and people wouldn't be as nice to each other. I think, you know, like one thing about Twitch is everyone's so nice and helpful with each other. You're super helpful in the Twitch subreddit. It's like all your posts are just like helping people. It was pretty cool to see. So, I mean, personally, I'm like a little bit of both. I want to win, but I also just like hanging out because I've made a lot of good friends doing this stuff. And it's a really fun way to make gaming friends. It's unique. I love it. Okay. Now let's get on to the juicy questions. What do you love most about streaming? And I think we kind of covered that, but I'll just ask it specifically.
Well, I mean, what I love the most about streaming is a very helpful thing for people that do it, because, for example, for me, it helped me kind of come out of my shell a little. It helped me kind of accept that, hey, people maybe enjoy looking at me and whatever, seeing whatever I do, you know? I mean, of course, some people don't, and that is totally all right, but some people actually do, and that is alien, but it's pretty great. And in general, just Twitch streaming helps with stuff like that. It's pretty good for it, I would find.
That's a lot of people find Twitch to be therapeutic, you know? I don't know. I'm not sure what it does for me, but I definitely feel good when I'm doing it. That's one thing I get out of it personally. That's a good answer. All right, on to the next juicy question, and that is, what do you hate most about streaming?
Technical difficulties.
Like what we just had?
Yeah, like that. I mean, I don't hate it for your part because you have to deal with it, not me. But when I have to deal with something, like when, for example, my PSU suddenly gives in and everything starts crashing left and right, it's not fun.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a simulcast on YouTube and Twitch, but we're just doing pure Twitch. I guess I'm following the rules now, which I'm sure you're proud of.
Which you should.
Yeah,
it is your agreement after all.
I think that's where our personalities are just different. Like I see rules and I just want to break them, and you see rules and you're like, well, I'm gonna respect these rules. It's just, you're this way and I'm this way with that. I don't know. I love breaking rules. But today, in honor of OSSini, and totally not because of technical difficulties, we're going to follow some rules.
Great.
My favorite question to ask people. Cantus says rules are meant to be followed, which is the exact opposite of what I said yesterday when we rehearsed. Rules are meant to be broken. So
yeah, I remember that.
Your audience is taking your side here. We should have a feud. Rule followers and rule breakers. My favorite question to ask is, what do you think would make Twitch or YouTube, and you could answer this however you want. You could focus just on Twitch since that's your platform that you only stream on. What do you think would make it better? What would be something that we could do to improve Twitch or other platforms?
Even more ways to find content that is interesting to you. I mean, the communities are the right way towards that, since after all, through communities you can, there is the chill streams community, and there's a Zelda games in general community and stuff like that. So through that you can find what you like, but a tagging system of some sorts would feel to make it easier, although the streamers would then have to, of course, check the tags before they go live, which is maybe a little more work for the streamer than it's worth. But
I do that on YouTube. Yes. On YouTube, every time I set up a stream, I pick a picture that's going to be the thumbnail. I have to set a title, a description. I need to type in all the tags. I need to set my monetization options. I need to put it in a category. I need to, there's a bunch more advanced options and all the stuff you got to do before you go live. Like every time I go live, I choose the title, I choose the game, I choose some groups, and that's it. It's done, it's ready. And then on YouTube, I have to put a lot of work into it. Now the funny thing is that I always get more viewers over on Twitch than I do on YouTube. I'm also way more established as a streamer on Twitch, but on YouTube, they have all these tools, and they make it really easy for your video to land in front of the right people through their algorithm. And I think Twitch could use that. Basically agreeing with you. I think you're onto something with the tags and basically more input required from the streamer. Yeah, it would require more work, but you don't have to do it. You know,
exactly.
You don't have to do the work, but if you do it, if you do the extra work, you benefit. And yeah, I could see that, like a tagging system to organize videos a little bit better, and then try and track people's interests, and then apply those tags to people's interests. I don't know. I'm not that smart when it comes to how YouTube does their stuff, but YouTube's definitely got the advantage when it comes to putting new stuff in front of people from smaller creators. Anything else? Any other ideas that can improve the platform? But that was a pretty good
not
one.
Not really. I know that would be the main idea that I have for that. Otherwise, I don't really know. Actually, one thing that they could do, you know how they are pushing the beta program onto everyone, like really pushing it that you would try the beta program and go for it. Twitch is, in my opinion, a big enough platform that, you know, if you ask people once, the people that will want to help and test it out will do so, and the people that don't feel like it will not do so. So they wouldn't need to push it as hard as they do, because the beta site, it lacks a lot of common normal things that Twitch should usually have on the normal site. So pushing people onto it is a little iffy, and I think they could learn maybe from that a little bit.
My beta, as of right now, seems to have gone away. It looks like it's just normal Twitch now. It's not forcing me on the beta, personally.
Yeah, but it used to do that for the longest time.
With that, I do have a question for Rack the Kitty and Cantus. What is a good clip that I should play from OSSini's stream? I'm going to go through the clips here. And if anybody has any suggestions on what we should put on the show, I prefer something as embarrassing as possible. But OSSini's got her internet stuff on lockdown, man. She's nowhere to be found. There's nothing bad, nothing embarrassing. She's got it like that, dude. So that's my question for chat. If there's any recommendations, please link them in the chat, and I'll just click them and we'll pull them up. And while we're waiting on that, I'm going to ask the next question. And the next question is, you've been doing this for almost a year, 2 months away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have 1,500 followers. Not easy to do in a year's time. Many people give up before they even get 100. So you've stuck with it. You got over 1,500 followers as of 10/20/2017. What is the advice that you have for people that are thinking about getting into streaming? Like, what can you tell someone to help them go along? Like, what you get what I'm saying? I'm going to stop saying it in 3 different ways.
Are you sure you don't want to say it in 5 different ways?
I could. I'm pretty creative.
All right, but advice for someone that would start streaming. Well, I mean, if you start streaming, it's good advice to first off hide the viewer number and list, and go at it as if you were recording a video onto YouTube. Just commentate over it as if you were doing it for YouTube and not for a live audience, because if someone comes into your chat and interacts with it, that is great. However, they will probably not like random people that come into your channel will probably not be very interested if you're just sitting there not talking. But if you're imagining that you're making it for YouTube, trying to commentate over it, then, you know, you are more entertaining as they come in, and they are more prone to possibly even comment and want to take in on part on that. So that could be a very good idea for starting streamers, especially. And otherwise, just put yourself out there. You might be shy and all that, and that is fine. But Twitch is a easy way to kind of get out of your shell because it's just text. When people do interact with you, it's just a text. You're basically talking to yourself. Go for it.
You make it sound so easy. And it is, actually. But I like the way you put that. That is really good advice. Like a lot of people will say, you know, will have that advice, but not in the way that you said it. They'll say, don't worry about numbers, just talk to yourself, right? And the way you put it is hide the numbers. Don't even look at them. Just ignore them. I like that spin on that. I should do that. So there's even after, you know, 2 years of streaming, sometimes I just have really poor numbers, and I'm like, okay, you know what, nobody's watching it. I'm gonna be shutting it down after this match or whatever, guys, you know, and then I do, and it's like, oh man, that night sucked. But if I just don't even look and I just do my thing, I can avoid those discouraging nights, because they happen, even if you've been streaming for a long time, like me. You know, it's just sometimes people are busy and they can't show up.
Exactly.
I like that.
So just hide it away.
Fight the shyness. Cantus says, okay, we have a suggestion. It's called Barrel Tossing Song. Here we go. Yeah, dude. Somebody needs to remix that and turn it into a meme.
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to have to cut the audio out of this, and then I'm going to make like a trap song or something. Whatever that was, don't do it. Whatever that was, don't do it. Yeah, like we'll just start. It's our. I'm already envisioning it right now. This could totally be a song. The sound is a little low. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can get that up.
Grab it. Thank you.
Did you like that game? That was The Last Guardian, right?
Yes, I very much enjoyed it. Although Trico, in other words,
test. Go ahead.
The what?
Oh, I was just doing a quick audio test while you were talking. I was messing around with my levels.
Okay. The cat flying whatever lion thingy mabob. It's sometimes a little hard to communicate with it, but then again, it is an animal, and they did very well capture how animals are.
Okay.
When it comes to, you know, that kind of games. But I think the game was lovely. Barrels were a little hard sometimes. Sometimes they were a little puzzly, and therefore the barrel tossing song was my way of not getting annoyed or anything like that.
Sure.
The basket tossing.
I watched the Donkey video. Do you watch Donkey on YouTube?
No.
Okay. I'll shoot you a link later. But it just made the game look so annoying, like frustrating to play. But so I never picked it up. But
it actually isn't. I mean, there are some parts where it's kind of hard to communicate with Draco, but I mean, I think it's endearing actually, especially when you start talking to Draco like, come on, you can't do it. Come on, sweetheart, jump.
Does the Guardian like, I don't know, is it dangerous too? So is it like an actual animal? So you gotta not piss it off, or how does that work?
Well, I mean, at first, but I mean, the boy and Trico grow pretty close very soon. But there are dangerous moments as well. There are more of whatever Trico is out there.
Cantus has another clip suggestion. Let's check this out. Oop. Come on now. Come on now, Twitch. There we go.
I want it. I want it. Give it to me. Thank you.
One more time.
No.
Oh man. What did you played this on Wii U? Breath of the Wild?
No, that is on the Switch.
Oh, you're playing it on Switch?
Yes.
Jealous. I played it on my Wii U.
Hey, things were falling down. I was just reacting to it.
I'm gonna ask our last and final question, and you know what this one is. It is, who's your favorite streamer or streamers?
Well, I mean, my favorite streamer is Rack the Kitty, and I will just pretend like he's not even in chat at all. But he is just one of the most talented people that I know. He sings, he voice acts, he does both extremely well, and he is just an entertainer by nature. He is extremely entertaining to watch, whatever he does, and I just can't recommend him enough. Especially the voice acted Danganronpas that he does with Hectic and Markiel as well, two other streamers that are also pretty great. They are a lot of fun to watch. I can very well recommend.
There we go.
What we want. Okay. Really? Walking, walk, 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 walking, walk, 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 walk.
Did he really just take like boring walking in a game and just make it super entertaining? That was
That wasn't just him. I mean, that was him, Hectic and Markel. I think that was that the musical, or was that them just voicing it? I don't know which one, but I mean, they're all three make it very entertaining for sure.
Well, guys, make sure you follow Rack the Kitty, RAC_the_kitty. Lots of good singing and stuff going on over here. Rack the Kitty, I'd love to invite you to be on a future episode. Maybe we could do some singing. We could have a sing-off. I think we totally can. Okay. Well, you know, I must say, OSSini, you totally had way more to say about Rack the Kitty yesterday during the rehearsal. That's one reason why I don't like to do the rehearsals. You get the emotion out when we're rehearsing, and then when we go live, it's not quite the same. Rack Kitty, you were totally just put on this huge pedestal yesterday during the rehearsal, and yeah, just saying. Okay. Well, we're towards the end of our show. This is the point where you get an opportunity to plug yourself. You don't really have much of a presence, so I guess we'll just stick with the Twitch. Is that what you want to do? Do you have anything you would like to point people that are going to be watching this on YouTube, or people that are watching right now live, to go check out?
No, I mean, I do have some of my streams ported to YouTube as well, under OSSini as well, but no, Twitch is the main platform, definitely, for me.
Okay, everyone, check out OSSini. OSSini. I have a final question for you. Mm-hmm. How did you come up with your name? What's the meaning? Explain.
I mean, it's actually pretty simple, but OS stands for operating system, and Sini is just short for my first name, which is Sinika. So
okay, there
isn't much more to it.
Operating system Sini.
Indeed.
Can I just call you operating system for short? Actually, it's technically not for short. Sini. That's the long version.
That is the long version. That's why I prefer Sini.
Okay. Well, OSSini, thank you so much for hanging out with us today and sharing stuff about yourself to everybody. I hope you had a good time on your first interview. I want to thank everyone in the chat that showed up today, and I want to thank everybody that's watching this on demand on YouTube.
Thank you very much for having me.
It was a pleasure. Until next time, guys, like, subscribe, follow, all that cool stuff. And again, make sure you go check out OSSini over on Twitch. And if you dig what she's doing, hit that follow button. All right, everybody. Bye.